Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first video, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hoping to do a lot of cool different videos on here, from cooking to cocktails. That's kind of my forte. Today we're starting with a French omelet. I figure what a perfect place to start. Omelets are awesome, and we've been stuck in quarantine for the last couple weeks here, so I've been making a lot of them every morning. So this is my riff on a French-ish style omelet that I think you'll enjoy. What you're going to do is start by cracking 3 eggs into a bowl. Try not to uh, let the shell fall into the bowl like I did just then. But if you do, it's not the biggest deal in the world. You can just grab it out and continue. Then we're going to be mixing this up with a fork. You want it to be nice and homogenized, one color. You don't want to see any egg whites or yolks. You want it all to be a cohesive thing here. That's super important to when you start making your omelet in the pan. So for this omelet, we really just only have 3 ingredients for it. We're gonna have egg. This is a little Colby Jack. The other day, I actually used a nice garlic herb butter that was really fancy, but you can just use whatever you have, or no cheese at all even. And then butter is the last ingredient. So you want to butter a pan. This is like a 9-inch skillet. For 3 eggs, it's maybe on the smaller side for some people. If you use a little bit bigger of a pan, it will be easier. It will just cook quicker, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But you want to just put a good amount of butter in there. You can never have too much butter when making an omelet, especially a French style omelet. That's one of the main ingredients. So we're going to do that, and then we want to make sure our pan's nice and hot. I like it really hot. Some people will do this entire process low and slow, but I like to start it hot and then turn the heat down a little bit. So we're going to pour that into the egg into the pan, and we're going to continue to like move it around. And we're basically right here. All we're doing is we're making scrambled eggs. So you can see that I'm picking up the pan during certain portions of this and then putting it back down onto the heat. Right now the heat is down to low, but I do start it at a higher heat. And all we're doing is making scrambled eggs here. So we're just stirring everything around and incorporating it. What you want to do is you want to get some of the egg to start to curdle, but so it's like wet, and then basically it's gonna set. Traditional French omelets, it's going to be an omelet. It's going to be very glossy on the outside. There shouldn't be any divots or wrinkles in the actual egg, and the coloration should all be the same. So what you're doing is you're doing that by slowly cooking it, making scrambled eggs. I just chucked a little salt in there, and you can see that I'm still just stirring and making these scrambled eggs basically. And we're just going to keep up with that. I'm turning the heat up a little bit because you can see it's starting to come together a little bit more. When I push the spatula through it, it takes a little bit longer for the areas to get filled back in. So we just keep doing this for the next few seconds, and then we can start to add our cheese. So this has been sitting just for a few more seconds on low heat. As you can see, the spatula on the outside is slowly starting to go around it, but it is still runny on the inside, which is what you want for a French omelet. You want that when you cut into it, you get that runniness, almost like a fried egg. So now we're just adding the cheese. You can add whatever your cheese's choice is. By all means, go fancy. We love doing fancy cheeses, but this morning I was just hungry, and I figured I'm just gonna whip out whatever's in the fridge. So at this point, you can see that I can get underneath the omelet, so it's starting to cook on the underneath. So this is the folding technique. So if you want to get under it with a spatula, and you can tilt it as well to get it into place, and it should fold. If you need to, you can add a little bit more butter to the bottom of the pan, and that should help lift it up. I definitely recommend using a non-stick pan for that. It's going to be nearly impossible to do a French omelet without a non-stick pan. You can do regular omelets, but usually it's at a very high heat. So then we just flip that under the plate, and as always with a French style omelet, you want to coat the top with a little bit of butter, and then we have our finished product here. Um, and as you can see, when we cut into this, you should have a nice runny center. Um, with the cheese and the little bit of undercooked egg. And voila, you have a French omelet. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. And comment on what you want to see on this channel, maybe, because this is new. Hopefully, I can keep doing more things and post some fun stuff for you guys. Thanks.